Is true wealth quiet? Imagine this. You're in a room full of people, showing off their latest luxury purchases. But there's one person in the corner, quietly sipping their drink, dressed in simple attire. That person might be Warren Buffett, who, despite his wealth, often opts for a $10 McDonald's meal. His choice isn't about frugality. It's about understanding that true wealth is not in displaying what you own, but in how you live. I remember once going to an event where everyone was decked out in designer labels. I felt the pressure to conform, but then I thought of Mark Zuckerberg, who sticks to his gray t-shirts and jeans. His wealth isn't diminished by his choice of clothing. Instead, it speaks volumes about his focus on substance over style. The real rich don't flaunt, they understand. They've seen the world, felt its breadth. Like El Jathan, who, with billions to his name, wore the same suit for years because he knew his value wasn't in his wardrobe, but in his wisdom and impact. Here's the harsh truth. The new rich often mistake wealth for validation. They buy the biggest logos to announce their status, much like the nouveau rich in any era. But this is a sign of insecurity, not wealth. It's like wearing a sign that screams, "Look at me, I'm rich," when true wealth whispers confidence. The aristocrats, on the other hand, like the old money of Europe, don't need to prove anything. Their Hermes Birkin bags, subtle and logo-less, are not for the masses, but for the few who truly understand. They live with an ease, a nonchalance, that comes from knowing their place in the world doesn't need external affirmation. True wealth, however, goes beyond both. It's about individuals like Buffett or Zuckerberg, who've transcended the need for material symbols. They know that richness is an internal state, not an external show. They could wear a $10 shirt or a $10,000 suit and feel equally at home because they've internalized their value. This isn't about rejecting luxury but understanding its place. When you're secure in your wealth, you don't need to parade it. It's like Haruki Murakami's insight that a true gentleman doesn't boast about taxes paid or lovers had. Their actions speak louder than any luxury item could. So, how do we reach this level of quiet wealth? 1. Cultivate inner richness. Focus on knowledge, experiences, and personal growth over material accumulation. Think of Steve Jobs, who valued innovation over opulence. 2. Understand your value. Know that your worth isn't measured by what you can show off, but by what you contribute to the world and how you grow as a person. 3. Live authentically. Like the friend I had, who, despite being a successful investor, chose to blend in at reunions, valuing connection over showing off. True wealth isn't silent because it's hidden, it's silent because it's secure. It's the peace of knowing who you are and what you stand for, far beyond any price tag or logo. That's the wealth worth aspiring to, the kind that makes you rich in spirit, not just in bank balance.